to help the state's women and children.
Mrs. California herself, Christy Eddy, joins us now with more on her story. Good morning.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning.
I love the crown.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
I just love all the
Thank you.
jewels.
Yes, yes. Okay, so Mrs. California, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You have this role for a year?
Yes,
Okay.
1 year. It ends this June, 23rd.
And of course, it always involves projects that I guess are required. Is it a requirement that you have a certain type of organization you're working with?
There's an expectation of having a platform, and then it's up to the contestant or the queen to decide how she wants to use that platform. So I decided to use my nonprofit, the Women's Ovarian and Medical Education Network,
Wonderful.
as my platform to advocate for women's reproductive health.
Okay, is there a family history or something like that? Why'd you pick them?
It's my personal history. It's my own nonprofit that I created in 2016 because in 2012 I had to have an emergency surgery to remove my ovary. No signs, no symptoms.
Oh.
And after that, I came to find out that there's so many women out there. Over 30 million women at any given time will have one of the many impaired fertility conditions, and no one talks about it.
Yeah.
But it's such a prevalent situation, it's such a prevalent crisis, honestly. And so I wanted to give voice to that.
Yeah, as you talk with more people who have been through something like what you've been through, and obviously with your nonprofit, what are some of the things that they're warning women about?
So it's really important. We really advocate for women to really listen to the little silent signs that we have, like bloating, right? Isn't considered a symptom to be worried about, right? But when it comes in connection to maybe an irregular period or back pain or something that isn't quite normal for your monthly cycle, that's when we tell women, hey, you know, you need to go to the doctor. You need to advocate for an ultrasound. So we try to really give rise to these conditions that women don't really think are conditions.
Right, they just think it's, oh, I just have a stomachache or something like
Right.
that, and just let it pass, and it could be
Right.
something more serious.
Yes, much more serious.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
in fact, I was just reading the other day that a lot of women mistake bloating just for something that's with their monthly cycle, but really it could be a sign of ovarian cancer.
It really could. It really could. And there's so many conditions, PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, ovarian cysts, or ovarian tumors like my own, that all have these same like beginning signs of the differences in our monthly cycle, and it's so important to pay attention to.
Especially if you're in that much pain.
Yes.
I think people don't realize pain, your body's telling you something.
Right.
Right. Why do you think people don't talk about this?
I think it's still considered taboo, honestly, as progressive as we are in 2018, right, the year of the woman. It's still something that's considered something that we don't talk about. Or as women, right, we're supposed to be superwomen, right? We're the mom, we're the wife, we're the professional, and oh, it's just your period, it's just cramps. Just, you know, keep going, don't complain, right? Don't complain, don't go to the hospital because you have bad cramps. It would be considered just not normal, and we need to normalize it because there's too many women suffering.
Where are you going to be over the next day, next week, sharing your story?
I'll be back in Los Angeles. I'll be working closely with my board in getting our upcoming projects together. We're working right now to develop our first walkathon in Southern California to raise awareness.
So you're just here for the
Wonderful.
day?
I'm just here for a couple days. I was actually in town for an educational conference.
Okay.
That was taking place. Yes. And I'll
Best
be
part
back
about
soon.
being Mrs. California?
Oh, wow. Just being able to meet so many people and really advocate for women's reproductive health, and knowing that my students back home are watching and really being a role model for them. That's the greatest part.
That's
You should wear that crown
wonderful.
every day.
Yeah, and if you don't, I will. You know I will. All right, thank you so much for coming here and sharing your journey with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate that, and stick around, we'll take a little selfie or something like that.
Amador County wineries are opening their cellar doors to the public.